Oh, didn't see you there. I'm sorry. See there. Oh, wait a minute. Um, sorry. Um, had something on my mind. I don't have much time, but since it's Saturday, I'm going to continue the tradition of reviewing movies for two movies for you. I have to do this quick because soon uh, the moon will be full. Hold on. Do this real quick. I went to see two movies this morning. So let me review them for you. First one was at World's End. See that? World's End. Yeah, The World's End. This one, the third movie in the trilogy from created, Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. Okay, this one is about five group of friends that get together, reunite, to do an epic, pub crawl. It's a 12-mile run, as they call it in the trailer. You've seen that in the trailer. And basically, the story is basically about five friends. And, of course, it's directed by Edgar Wright. And friends Gary, Andy, Stephen, Peter, and Oliver. Okay, and Simon Pegg, of course, is Gary. He's the king. He was like the leader of the group. And everybody went their separate ways after they failed to complete the 12 pub run, as they call it. Various members dropped out and everything else and got sick or whatever and got sidetracked, and they never completed the mile. And it picks up 20 years later, and basically Gary, who's like a 40-year-old man trying to act like a young teenager, wants to get the group back together to do it. And he has to kind of plead and beg to get the group together, and he finally does, even though everyone else in the group is basically grown up, and done other things with their lives, And Nick Frost was the best buddy with him, and his character is kind of resentful of him because of Gary, because of things that I'll let you, when you watch the movie, you'll understand. But basically, this is, like I said, a comedy, of course, and the third part in the trilogy, from Edgar Wright and Nick Frost and Simon Pegg. And this movie was entertaining and funny. I did like it. Not as much as the other movies. If I want to rank the three movies, I would rank Shaun of the Dead. I found that hilarious, and then Hot Fuzz I thought was great, and then this movie would come in third. I would think it's entertaining. Don't get me wrong, it's entertaining. And Nick Frost and Simon Pegg are great together. Those two together, you also have the other various actors in here. I'm sorry, I don't get their names right. Andy, the guy from Sherlock, Mark Freeman, he's in it. You also have what's the guy's name? You have Patty Considine in it, and you also have what's the other guy's name? Can't remember the other guy. Eddie Marson. Okay, he plays Peter. Okay, and Patty plays Stephen, and like Nick Frost is Andy, and Simon Pegg is Gary, the leader. And like I said, they all have their various issues going on in their lives, and specifically Nick Frost's character Andy has a specific beef with Gary, which I don't want to get into. But they also always play. All five of them play good off each other. As far as Simon Pegg and Nick Frost play great off each other, and they're kind of the main cast. And if you've seen the trailer, you see their interaction, and it's more like that. And it's funny. Pierce Brosnan's in this movie too, which I didn't see in the trailer. He's in it also, giving good support. Okay, and like I said, this movie's entertaining. I don't think it's as good as the like I said, a Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, but I think this is entertaining. And towards the end of the movie, there's a hilarious bit which I don't want to spoil, but I thought was probably one of the best bits, and it involves an argument. That's all I want to say. An argument with drunks. Okay, that's all I want to say. And I thought that part was probably the best part of this movie. But this movie, I would give it Okay, if I'm gonna rate all of the movies, I think I should. Shaun of the Dead, I would give an 8. Hot Fuzz, I would give it a 7.5. No, I'm gonna give Hot Fuzz an 8 too. No, I'm gonna Shaun of the Dead an 8.5. Give Hot Fuzz an 8, and I would give this movie a 7.5. This, I think, is the weakest of the movies, but still entertaining and funny. And like I said, Nick Frost and Simon Pegg have great chemistry together, and the supporting characters are pretty good in this as well. Okay, and let's move on to the next movie. I don't have much time, so let's move on to the next movie. The next movie I saw was You're Next. This is a horror movie. You're Next. Okay, when this first came out, I saw the trailer, or I saw the advertisement for this. I thought it was the sequel to The Strangers. I thought it was, but this movie actually was made in 2011, actually, according to IMDb. But it just got released this year. Anyway, You're Next is a horror movie. Like I said, it's about this group called the Davidson family. They have a mother, father, I think it's 3 brothers and a sister, and they bring their significant others. Some are married, some are boyfriend, girlfriend. Okay, and the oldest brother brings his girlfriend, and say the mother and father, and they reunite for a wedding anniversary for the parents. They come to this isolated cabin, that's out in the middle of nowhere, as usual in these type of movies. Okay, and then they basically, like I said, if you've seen the trailer, they start to come under attack by some mysterious forces. Okay, but unknown to the killers, well, this is in the description of the trailer, so I don't think this is a spoiler. Let's say one of the people in the house is not just a victim. Okay, one of the people in the house, fights back. Okay, and I really enjoyed this movie. It's a nice blend of dark comedy and horror and drama and dark humor, which I felt was really evident in this movie, and I really loved it. Like I said, the female lead in this movie, her name is Shawnee Vincent, I believe. Yeah, that's her name, and she is absolutely kick-ass, as total badass as the chick. And she's like, I think she plays the girlfriend of the oldest brother. And like I said, when this family comes under attack from mysterious forces and they start getting picked off, basically, of course they're hiding and they're scared and terrified. But this chick, well, I don't want to spoil why, but she starts to fight back. Okay, and she's a total badass. And I don't want to explain because there's a lot of twists and turns in this. And like I said, a lot of dark humor in this, and a lot of twists and turns. You have a lot of good kills in this too as well. And I really enjoyed this. This movie like 94 minutes, but it's good. It moves. Once the action starts, it starts and it gets going. And like I said, this is like mixed. It has some horrible acting in it as well from some of the characters, but the main actress who was the lead character, I thought she was great, and she's a total badass. And most of the cast is good. Like I said, there's a few bad apples in there that can't act to save their lives, but that didn't spoil my enjoyment of the movie. I really enjoyed it, and I think I saw somebody else do a review of this movie, and they said a perfect quote that the lead actress in this movie, she acts the way you want people to act in a horror movie. Okay, which I think which is a good saying. And then you also have people in this movie that act like you don't want them to act, of course. But it's an entertaining movie. It entertained me completely from beginning to end. Okay, and just really good. And I really enjoyed this movie. It's just I would give this Your Next. I would give it an 8, and I would definitely get this on Blu-ray when it comes out. And I don't know why. I didn't read the reason why it was delayed for 2 years. 2 years why it didn't come out. Why it came out just now. But I really enjoyed this movie. It just really entertained me. Like I said, I would give it an 8 out of 10. World's End, I would give a 7.5. And again, You're Next, an 8 out of 10. Entertaining and definitely worth recommending. Okay, so that's it. Let me know what you think. And I got to go because I don't have much time. And